which every time I every time I see and like read out and say Wodica, all I can just think of is Boudica, because it's so close in terms of the name. What it is, it's most likely not, because I think Wodica, well, Wodica is probably a person-ish, person adjacent maybe. 1 month. Been 1 month since the beginning of the game. Since that night with the caravan. Good deal of things have actually happened then. Since that point. Load. Does that, and then it doesn't load that much after that. Feeling like having a bit of a fit. Too bad there wasn't a better. What do we generally call these tips things? I had a name in or a word for it in my head, but dropped it. I don't know. Here we go. Everyone's here.
You're from Gilded Vale? Then you're close to home.
Close can mean a lot of things.
Surely you'll go back when this is all over.
Dunno. Guess that all depends.
If you survive, that is. Maybe. Probably will. I'm your leader after. Yes, so we need to do Never Far from the Queen. Again, start that again. We need to go to the Temple of Wodica. Which shall be... It just says in Defiance Bay. Cool. Doesn't tell me much at all, but gotcha. Long Hunt, we need to go somewhere. We don't know where that is, so fuck that. Endless Paths, we'll do that at some point. Find ruins, that's the Endless Paths. Find a book. And then travel with Durance. Yeah, sure. Fragments of Scattered Faith. Travel to Records Archive. We need to go to the Records of the Saints' War in an archive in the Ducal Palace. The Ducal Palace, so we need to go to the First Fires for that. But we'll probably go in a clockwise way, so we'll go to Brackenbury, then Andra's Gift, and then Heritage Hill, and then like go to First Fires, probably. Just so we can explore other things in a decent way, if that is a way we can actually go to all the places. You definitely reach Brackenbury there, and First Fires there. Wait. Oh yeah. Okay. The Hall of Revealed Mysteries. I mean, that sounds a lot like answers to me. Oh, Jess. Alright, so we've been to the marketplace, we've been in Hernisk's house, went to the Goose and Fox, we had one side quest there. Catacombs apparently is somewhere we can go. Admeth's Den Expedition Hall. We could find a person there apparently that did stuff. I forget what that was about necessarily, but that was a thing. Hold on, our stronghold. Right, collect taxes and whatnot. This is finished in 4 hours, so soon.
Of course.
Could that be the Fox and Goose? Oh, it says Goose and Fox, so apparently not. Another ship lost. A Violin ship vessel dashed against the merciless rocks, still under its beacon lies dormant. Its doors barred to all. Dwarves claim many souls this season. Why is it barred? Do we fucking open those doors? Kind of what a lighthouse is meant for, isn't it? Wait, I can go into this house, but this house doesn't have a marker. Curious. What's inside here then? A random person's home, probably. Dirty Rigbert, Daisy, Langdon. Have I heard about you before, people? Right, everyone knows the plan. Up the wall and in the window. Grab the jewel for the pretty little lord. We got it. Oh, you guys are planning a heist? Up the wall and window. Grab the jewel for the pretty little lord. Listen, dwarf, if I have to find them, we have company. What's going on here? What's going on here? Greetings. Dwarf eyes you suspiciously and hides his pistol behind his back. Well, that's not gonna do much for you. You looking for someone? Because this isn't the best. Idiots! They're probably with the Crucible Knights. No. Made a grave mistake coming here. He raised his blade. Oh my god, okay. I am not, but sure, if you want to fight, I'll fight you. I lunges through the battle, pulling in a... This had... I mean... Oh, wait a minute. Pulling an enemy into immediate melee range. It's not a stinger. It pulls your enemies. Gotcha. I mean, that's more fun, honestly. Okay, we all can select an action immediately. Okay, you're gonna target you, so we can all select an action right away, or to. Oh fuck! It's out of range. No, it's not actually. Oh, this is out of range. That's fine. Everyone can select that. You can't do anything. You have a gun. Out of your range. Fiery resistances to disease and poison. We can tell that apparently. Sure. That's fine. And then we got one. Okay, let's use the second level spell then. Disease and poison, that's not what this is. Perception, intellect, and resolve. You have a bow. You got a pistol. Well, you know. What do these do? Perception. Ooh, this decreased perception. That's good. Intellect. We'll say, you know, yeah. You start out with this. Oh, that's a... Okay, do we do it against him or you? Well, select it against him then. Up. Endurance. You go for him then. Or? Okay, no, you select something. Quick burn damage, lowering deflection. This increases might and resolve to allies in the area effect, which is 1.6 meters around you. Yes. Yeah. That's fair enough. Can select that. And me. Shall we use one of our fun spells here? We could get burn on our weapon. Paralyzing all but the most fearsome animals. Well, this is against beasts, hold beasts. None of these people are beasts, so that pointless. Causes pierce damage over time. Reduce concentration of anyone in the area. I can do that against her. No, she moves for some reason. Fucking knocked me down. That little bitch. Can't believe it. Also, did he... Yeah, he just... No, wait a minute. No. I was like, he died? But no, he did not. Knock this fucker down, okay? Please. Push the melee weapon. Attack him. You... Target her. A bit late on saying this, but isn't a stinger... It is a scorpion spear. What is scorpion spear? What are you talking about? Unless you meant that is what the effect would be. Unless you're making a joke. Fucking whatever. I have literally no idea what you're talking about right now. Are you still casting that? Or did you just finish casting that? Don't I'm prone for how long again? For how much longer? 1.8 seconds. Okay, well, since we're being assholes about this, as soon as I stand up, transform, please. Okay, I'm saying that's what it does. I don't even... Yeah, but I don't know what you're referring to. Literally don't know what you're referring to. When I say Stinger, I'm referring to Devil May Cry. Is that an easier? And I don't know any skill in Devil May Cry that's called Scorpion Spear. Okay, you're dead. Cool. You target him. You shoot that. You go and bonk him. And oh, you don't have anything to do? Attack him then. Good character, Scorpion. Oh, okay. Right. Except it's not also a spear that he has, so that's weird why. A spear? Scorpion doesn't have a spear.
Hey.
If you're talking about Mortal Kombat, then if it's called Scorpion Spear, then that's weirdly named because it's not a spear. It's maybe a spear head, but that's not, you know. That's not still, it's not a spear. Because if it's a spear, then it should have, you know, the actual handle, the shaft that it's connected to, but it's not. It's just on a chain. I know, I get it, but it's badly named because it's not a spear. But also, this is the first time I've ever heard it mentioned, so as the name, other than get over here, that's all that I've ever known it being referenced to, or as. Why can't this table be looted? Oh, okay, just there's money on the table. Few bedrolls and spare tunics, bundled in the corner. Long jagged tears. Why you fuck up the painting?
Hey.
Could have sold that painting. Oh yeah, hold on, wait a minute. This cupboard might be trapped. Actually, hold on. Who has higher mechanics right now? Sure, but the effect of that being that I didn't know what you that I didn't know what you meant. Okay, he has 6. I'm sure you don't have. Nope. You got 4. Not good enough, is it?
I can do that. That's settled.
Money.
Hey.
Nothing. This is okay, this is an extra door.
Margaret's fire casts light in
I have to
dark
fucking
places.
sneak through every place because I don't know if they've put... See? Would you look at that? They put a trap, although this is on a box, which is reasonable, I guess, but I was expecting like
That's
fire
cool.
traps in the middle of the floor for no reason. Maybe they've trapped the bookcase. They clearly haven't. Or trap, what is this? Stuff. Bunch of texts.
Hey.
Dun 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 dun. House. Okay.
Hey.
That seems to be everything in this house. They were gonna do a heist and then they are not. Oh. That's unfortunate for them. Oh. I can take this cheese. No one cares about that apparently. Barrel cheese, okay. Can we find the person of interest that was apparently here? I forget in what context. Or who this person was.
The dozens may not like us foreigners much, but they certainly don't mind taking our coin.
Oh, that was something. The dozens, right. Oh, who am I talking to? Oh, yeah, okay. The fuck are these? Okay, so also, we see this map here. This finely constructed map that someone worked hard to make. And then we can see this little thing here is a dagger straight into the map, destroying it. For no reason. They had pins for a reason. Doesn't destroy maps. Use them. Don't just jam a dagger into the map. Costs a lot of money to make a map like this. Don't squander it by just stabbing it with a dagger. A well-groomed man steps through the hall with a confident swagger. A smug grin etched on his face. He is flanked by 5 other hard-looking individuals. Find the nimble. One of his companions eyes you for a moment before spitting chew at your feet. Another pup come wandering in, I see. Just know that Bine's Giant Slayer run things here around here, and you'll be fine. Whatever you say. That's good advice. Here's the rest. 1. The choice bounties are ours. 2. The Giant Slayers don't share. It's that simple. Okay. Tough people. Voice spells across all. Enough jabber, Bine. You gonna do the job or talk about it? Wan's right. That coin ain't going to collect itself. Looks at his comrades and jerks his chin towards the door. See you around, pup.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh, this is
For the last time,
Osric.
Aidwood, keep your fucking blade up. If that dummy was armed, it'd have your head off.
I've heard the name Osric. Why? I'm looking for work.
You want an expedition? Talk to Wenin. I just handle these mercenary shit shovelers. Adventurers, I mean.
Although he sizes you up, I do have something I need done. Something that requires competence. What do you need to? What do you need done?
I was formerly one of the Knights of the Crucible. When I left, they kept my arms and armor. The arms they can have, but the armor belonged to my family. I'd like it back.
Unless you want to steal it. Sound like leaving the Crucible was your choice.
You don't choose to leave knighthood. The Crucible Knights, they may not be a real knighthood, but the oaths you swear are just as true. Still, turns out that even unofficial knighthoods have politics. You cross the wrong man, suddenly all kinds of accusations are thrown your way, and nobody believes you.
Nothing more destructive than a crowd with the wrong idea. Why don't you just ask for it back?
No. Oh, they'd like that, I'm sure. But I won't be going. Sooner be torn apart by dogs than give them the satisfaction.
What's his armor?
It's a breastplate. Not much to look at, and it's seen far too much use, but it's been in my family since the liberation.
I'll see what I can do.
Then it's Penhelm you're looking for. A low snake of a man. If he was to die choking on his own black tongue, it'd be too kind of fate. He kept it when he had me kicked out.
A word from a reliable source that Penhelm visited a forger in Andra's Gift rights after having his soul lineage read by a cipher in Dunridrow. How long ago was the liberation? I don't know. I'm not sure what he's referring to when he's saying liberation. I know about the war. I know there's been 2 wars. I don't even know when the latest war was, to be honest. So, because I haven't read the books, I've stocked up on the books though. Should you have it in your heart to find your way to ruin his life while you're there? Well, drinks on me. Having a soul lineage read?
It's a requirement to join the Knights. They have to ensure a novitiate doesn't have a subversive lineage. If Penhelm's superiors found out his affidavit was a fake, his career would be over. Every novitiate gets an affidavit from Dunreed Row. and those are stored at Crucible Keep. If you find penhelms, one of those ciphers could tell you if it's real.
The gun scratches the back of her neck. Generations of Masuk's traditions are any indications, or any indication. This penhelm probably doesn't remember it. Still, a past like that has to count for something. Yep. I ran. Gotcha. No. Find the heirloom breastplate. Okay, hold on. We can check in our random books. Well, we have a bunch of books. Anything that refers to the liberation. Inward row. Anywhere where liberation. I don't know what he's referring to. I have 2 sets of this book apparently. It's probably one of the... Oh, no, Rebellion. Dialect is probably not the correct one. No. Okay, we're probably not gonna... I don't even know if I have... Wait. This is about the Crucible Knights. This maybe something about liberation. Nope. No other thing. Okay. No idea what he's talking about. Oh dear. Do you have insight about this?
What's on your mind?
Not immediately, at least. Daggers mark their locations of various Ingwithan ruins. Notes closer. Why? Stop using daggers.
Don't stand on ceremony. State your business.
Can you tell me about the dozens? Good men and women trying to walk in the footsteps of great men and women who came before us. We're a loose association of warriors, expeditionaries, and expeditionaries in the Deerwood. Not as fancy as the Crucible Knights, mind you, but at least we remember our roots. At least they remember someone else's roots and pretend to be like them. He means... Your roots? The Crucible Knights take pride in having won the Deerwood's freedom 150 years ago. That the liberation? But we're the ones who protected it. Everyone knows that the Saints' War ended when the Godhammer destroyed Waidwin at Evon Dower? Dever? Maybe it's Dever Bridge. A lot of folks don't know how Waidwin wound up on that bridge. So the last war was 150 years ago. Gotcha. 7 men, 5 women. They walked out of Halga Citadel and faced down a god. Held him there until the bomb went off. That's the legacy we defend. Some call us mercenaries, but we don't need matching armors and silky cloaks to remember our roles. We're the same now as we were then. We stand up for the people. First line of defense, whatever it takes. We got new enemies now. If it's not Waidwin, it's his damned legacy. The damn soul butchers in Brackenbury, making things worse on all of us. Probably causing the whole thing in one way or another. Well, we haven't gone anywhere, and there's a lot more than 12 of us now. We defended Deerwood once, we'll do it again. Saying we, but did you ever even know one of these people? Or
Go see Osric. He's usually got something. You do well for him, maybe I can find you more.
fucking. That's hilarious. Osric sent me to you. I was looking for an expedition. I have expeditions, but they're not for just anyone. It doesn't help those who would like mind and deed. How about you give Osric? Fucking whatever. Well, might be looking into his little thing. Oh, this is look at this corridor. What do I have there? They have an armory here. No, they have a person.
Welcome.
Donald. Do that's your name? I haven't seen you before. Now you have heard the name. You headed out with Expedition Company, or are you betting on one? Buy something? I'm afraid not. See, the dozens only do business with me as long as I only do business with them, and they're good customers. But if you get on Osric's good side, he can make an exception for you. He's probably training some of the new recruits right now. Okay, so if we complete Oswin's thing, or Osric's thing, we can probably buy stuff from her and get some expeditions.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
I could probably steal from them. There's literally no one here and there's no one patrolling. But I'll let them keep their things for now, at least. Okay, well that was this area. Oh. Then we can go to Lumdala's house. Don't know what that is, but find out. Nice, 2 lockpicks. Oh, this house design is pretty much identical to unlocking this requires proper key. Okay, well the person house this isn't here. Moment, I guess. Take this egg. Alright, cool. Thanks for the free egg. Scrivener's dormitory. Sure. I'll explore each area and see what they do or are about, and all in between. Foreign.
Greetings.
Oh, else let's face, you are one short ogre. But why are you green? How are you getting the ducks to keep flying around you like that? Are you fucking... Let me guess. You smoked a lot of white leaf. Did you get your hands on some snowcap? Laps and laughs. Snowcap, snowcap. So few people know snowcap. Much less ogres. Beams at you and nods his head. You're a scrivener? Yes, I am a scrivener. I don't know what the fuck that was supposed to be. I read books, I write books. I once ate a book, but only because it looked like sweet pie. Or perhaps it was sweet pie baked to look like a book. Interesting. Oh, I'm also a collector of herbs, flowers, plants. I sell them. Mostly I eat them. Uh-huh, what can you sell me? Fucking... All of these have, like, side effects? My biggest question. Oh, dude, it sure fucking looks like it. That's either when we get to these purely ingredient things. Oh, right. Okay, this is just an herb shop. Maybe. Yes, it sure doesn't seem like there's anyone else here. Okay. Good. A place I will very rarely walk into, probably. Again. Next, we got the Hall of Revealed Mysteries.
Sagani, does your fox bite?
Yes,
Can I pet him anyway?
it's your hand.
I'm gonna pet him.
Historian. That. Someone actually stole something from the hall? How did he manage to do that? Don't mind us, we're just circling it. Whale knows not only knows. Grimdust looking for someone to blame though. They clear over for a few days. There's been a thievery being on. Someone's stolen a thing. Vex
I
used
could
to
while
whale.
away hours in here. If we had the time, of course. Do we?
No, we don't have that much time. Welcome to the Hall of Revealed Mysteries. Not much mysteries then, is it?
Greetings.
You're welcome to browse the stacks, but mind you that you keep your voice down. This is still a temple, after all, and Grimda doesn't tolerate disorder. Who's Grimda? Speaks reverently. Why, she's the High Archivist. She's one of the most accomplished scholars alive today. Nothing goes on here without her knowing about it. Almost nothing, anyway. You should probably tread lightly around her today. Anything else? This temple? This looks like a library. That's because it is. Whale. Whale is the god of mysteries and answers. What a fucking... Encryptions and decryptions. Concealment and revelation. Oh, okay. Its guidance comes from the understanding of the unknown and the protection of hidden knowledge. The Hall of Revealed Mysteries was built to celebrate that. I think there's such a place in the Deerwood. Incredible. I'd love a glimpse of the archives. How many secrets must sit on these shelves? Really answer my question. Yes, it is a library of sorts. Temples dedicated to whale tend to hold vast stores of knowledge. We use that knowledge to unravel and preserve the mysteries of the world. No real interest in you. Grimda. Keep searching. The obscured leaves clues for those who see.
How do you do?
Ashley. An elderly dwarf surveys the stacks. Her skin looks as tough and wrinkled as walnut. Despite her stature, she manages to look down her nose at you. You're welcome to look around, but let the priests and scriveners continue their search. Shoots the nearest robed figure with withering glare. Wouldn't do to give them any other excuses. What are you looking for? Maybe I can find it. He sizes you up, stroking her chin. Could you now? Scowls at the robed priest again. You certainly couldn't do worse than this lot anyway. Thieves made off with an ancient scroll of whale. They intend to blaspheme by selling that which should remain hidden, a secret to the 100 visions. Of the 100 visions. Wiry eyebrows arc over her spectacles. The guards caught one of them, but were overzealous in their interrogation. All they could piece together was something about a farmhouse and the road to Deerford. Well, that's eastward, right? Track the thieves down. I don't care what you do with them, but bring back the scroll. The scroll. Whale rewards the persistent seeker, and so do I. An ancient scroll of whale, that's a fine price. I mean, a worthy task. Tell me what you know about the thieves. Very little, except they were foolish to believe they could steal from the god of secrets. That and they were fleeing to a farmhouse. How should I handle the thieves? However you can. Kill them, rob them, leave them. It makes no difference to me. I consider it one of Whale's mysteries. What's so special about this scroll? Whale is the god of secrets. If I told you that, I'd cheapen it, wouldn't I? It's a parable. Kind of that nourishes the inquisitive mind and poisons the foolish. Man, I need to get higher perception somehow, because my goal on my perception makes me not able to see much. How much do I have in perception? 11. Okay, well that's not gonna fuck happen. We got Rogue Knight, the story job. Yes. Learned of a plot to rob a Brackenbury nobleman. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, but I've already dealt with them, haven't I? And the letter that describes the plan in detail. Wait. On the letter? Where's this letter? Here? Maybe that's just... None of these are letters, all of these are books. It was like a hidden thing, it's not actually an item. Tell somebody about the plot. I unintentionally thwarted the would-be thieves when I stumbled upon their hideout. The note lays out instructions for breaking into Lord Raymond's manor and stealing something called the Heart of the White March. Oh shit, is that how to start the DLC? Or the letter would probably be of interest to both Lord Raymond's and someone with the initials AD. Whatever that is. Alright. Where the fuck? Wait. What? Oh, tasks is under tasks. Okay, it's a smaller thing than a quest. Retrieve the stolen scroll. Path of Difford. Yeah, well, that I'm pretty sure the Difford village is here, which is harder than I can do right now because facing 6 druids sure is not great. No, they all basically do. No entry into the archives without Grimdar's permission. Okay. Fair enough. Walk out then. Didn't realize that was the archives. Maybe we can get access once we've found the scroll.
Well, whatever happens, at least we're out of that mud hole, Gilded Vale. I grew up in Gilded Vale. Quaint. That's what I meant to call it. No, you had it right.
Okay, next is the catacombs. They're gonna be a bunch of skeletons and dead dudes. Who the fuck are you? Dalton. This elderly man paces back and forth, taking short, hobbled steps. His gaze is distant, and beneath it, the dark rings of many restless nights. He appears to be having a conversation with someone who isn't there. The way you fought, cutting down 2 at a time. We shared quite a victory, you and I. Who are you talking to? The man looks up at you, startled. Mike. Oh. And the flame. For just a moment, I thought I heard her. Puts a hand on his chest, catching his breath. Troubles you. Just memories of my youth in the North Watch Rangers. Trials and adventures from a long time ago. Of late, the memory of lost battles and fallen friends has been especially vivid. Tell me about these memories. It's been nearly 60 years. We were known throughout the Deerwood then. We thought we'd adventure together forever, collecting copper and inspiring songs. That was until we faced Helig of Thane. Yeah, I'll say Thane. He was a wizard whose experiments in necromancy left the trail of bodies. Some reanimated from Solace Vale to Midwood. We tracked him as he fled toward the Vaelan republics, catching him just west of the Lake of Drowned Tombs. We were fools, seasoned as we were not prepared for his foul magic. Our numbers were nothing against his power. A wiser man would have ordered a retreat, not me. By some curse of the gods, I was knocked out, and when I awoke, my rangers, my Rowena, guessing, they were all dead. Who is Rowena? My friend, my comrade in arms, and my love. Planned to adventure together until we grew old enough to settle down and enjoy our fortunes. Young as we were, Couldn't imagine anything would tear us apart. I know this sounds like an old man's madness, but I hear her voice just over my shoulder, calling to me in my dreams. At night, I see her wandering the catacombs beneath the city, trying to escape. Foolish as it sounds, I can't shake the idea that she's somehow down there, waiting for me. But we've ventured below, though it damn near cost me my life. Were I half the warrior I was in my youth, I'd search every grave and rat hole. As it is, I'm stuck with this feeble body and the agonizing notion that my love is somewhere down there, beyond my help. You want me to chase a dream? More than that, I know it. My dreams were never more than faded memories, but this feels as real and as fresh as the conversation we're having now. It's payment you're concerned about. I still have plenty of weapons from my old adventuring days. They're well made, and they'll serve you in the on the battlefield or at a merchant's stall as you choose. Or at a merchant's. Right. Sure, I'll search the catacombs. It's an entrance just southwest of here, on the other side of the canal. You're surely a gift from the gods. If there's anything you can find of her. I was heading there anyways. That's good. This is another incentive to actually go down there and find something. Skinflint. What a name. Oh, is this an actual quest? Made it into the catacombs. Unfortunately, Dalton could have given me more specific directions, but if Rowena's been wandering around down here, there's bound to be some sign of her. Right.
Hey.
Oh, look at this. The wayward spirit. As you approach the dead man, you can feel the faint trace of his soul lingering. Stunned uncertainty holding it in place. When you near, without warning, the soul hurries towards you, though you were a solitary light in the dank gloam of this place come to usher it away. Its essence invades your consciousness. You are in a different body now, walking deeper into the catacombs, cloaked in a dark robe with a mask pulled over your face. Sounds familiar. You're following a familiar path along the canal, heading to a room built around the statue of a figure wearing a robe much like yours. Others await, clothed in hoods and shadows. Ahead is another figure dressed like you, traveling in the same direction. You don't know his name, and that's how it's supposed to be. Out of the darkness, something monstrous grabs the other figure. You turn to flee, but find yourself face to face with a troll. The panic pounding through your brain is interrupted by razor-edged teeth and claws. You snap yourself out of the dead man's memory. Corpse lies on the damp and grimy ground. His hood and mask are missing, and his clothes are shredded. You alright? Looked almost like you'd lost your footing for a minute. Feels that way when I see into the ether. He watches you quietly. You really are a watcher, aren't you? Once in a great many generations, one of my people is born with the ability to speak to souls. Usually, some individuals become elders, or a lone set of tracks in the snow. Cocks her head. I would have thought my journey would be easier if I could see what you see. But looking at you, I'm not so sure. Looked away for a minute. Why did you appear to be tripping balls? Because we found a dead dude, and his soul invaded our body for a second, so we could see him following some dudes in dark robes and masks. I cannot help but sound close to the dudes that were fucking around with the machinery near the Ingwithan ruins in the beginning of the game, causing the Bivouac. And then something monstrous grabbed one of the dudes that he was walking with, and then he got chased by a troll and ripped to shreds. Now his robes and the mask is gone. Ability suppressing my. This gift is a curse. Neither am I. You're rather nosy, aren't you? I saw on the regarding this one specifically. Doesn't seem like a good time. Oh no, it seems like the worst time. Regarding this bit right here, I saw on the Steam community like pictures. There was some person that had took a screenshot of this right here and put a fifth option that said I didn't choose this. It's like I never wanted this. I believe was specifically the voice option or the dialogue option, which I feel like would be a reasonable choice as well. It's like my abilities are a blessing. This like positive, complete opposite. And he's like and it's like and then a little bit sassy to her, and can one be just like I didn't want this shit to begin with. But believe it or not, I once would have rejoiced to know I'd be picked to travel far in search for something great. But even these gifts come with a cost, don't they? Forgive me if I was a little skeptical of your abilities before. Can't say I've met a real watcher before. Oh, don't worry about him. He just likes doing that from time to time. Seems to cheer him up, so I just let him. Once you've seen it a few times, the shock wears off. Oh, everyone gets to have their thing. Every time it goes a little strange in the face, I try and see if I can hear anything. It hasn't worked so far. See if I can get him to tell me what the spirit said.
Hey,
Spirit didn't say shit. Not directly, anyways. Also, I
Laying
guess.
low.
Yeah, the catacombs, so I guess. Gonna have to fucking sneak around. Apparently, it's a troll down here. There's some ooze.
Varathis!
Oh, there's the troll. Regroup.
Leave it!
hey. That's not...
Varathis!
Okay. Transform. Fox has no idea where he wants to go.
Following your lead.
Someone shift your weapons back to
Hey.
ranged. For now.
Worthy Vader Ansaru.
Didn't realize guns would be so effective against slimes.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
They're one weakness. Bullets. Correct.
I shall be discreet.
Main keep construction completed. Hell yeah, look at that. Main keep completed. Now we can start purchasing other shit. Upgrade. Okay, hold on. What can we get? Woodland trails. Upgrading them will grant both a constitution and an athletic bonus when resting at Bright Hollow. The Warden's Lodge watches over the wilds near the stronghold. Upgrading the lodge will grant a bonus to the survival skill upon resting, as well as provide access to the Warden, who offers high-level bounties. Ooh! High-level bounties. Merchant stalls. Sell general goods. Dungeons. Contain 9 cells. Upgrading the dungeons will allow you to take prisoners during your travels. Oh boy. Prisoners. Barracks will allow you to employ hirelings to defend your stronghold during attacks. Library. And the lore bonus upon resting at Bright Hollow. Well. Interesting. Western Barbican probably is good to get, maybe. Yeah, some things require Western Barbican, so we might. Well, and then also Bailey is a requirement. Then 3 things for Bright Hall, which is regarding Bright Hall. So we might want the Western Barbican and then the Bailey. The next upgrade will allow you to upgrade the grounds further. Right. Go for the Western one first. I can. No, doesn't. Oh, that was a bit weird.
See now what the flame has shown us?
Why the fuck have someone trapped a coffin? The asshole decides to do that. Fine mail armor, medium. Better than what I have? Oh my god, it fucking sure is. Put that on me. Yeah. That shit.
Hey,
Some good stuff right there. Might as well just walk with him.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Yep. Yep. Ta-da.
And what does the flame reveal?
Yep, this is trap 2.
That's settled.
Staghelm. Staghelm gives athletics +2, dexterity +1, immunity to stuck. Well then, +2 athletics and +1 in dexterity. Who needs that? I could take it, probably. The stag helm, which works for me as a druid. Bit weird, but fucking who gives a shit?
hey.
Well, this is a suspicious wall, I feel. Nothing.
Hey.
Okay, so we could walk over to the other side, but let's keep exploring this side.
Leave it to me!
That's it!
Durance is getting a lot of shit. I feel like we should probably change up his position here a bit.
Hey.
I mean, he does have range. It doesn't need to be completely close.
Francis!
Can be at a bit of a distance.
Of course.
Go. More black ooze.
Leave it to me!
I need to use my boar mode more. just in like
course.
every fight, because it's once per encounter, so I might as well.
I'll take a look.
Morning star.
Margaret's fire casts light in dark places.
I'll see.
A simple test. That's settled.
A skeleton.
We're made of
Dead skeleton. Skeleton fighter. Perish.
All right then.
Oh, I was like, where?
Answer.
Okay. Wow. You're just back.
Dead-o!
Oh, no, you didn't get a chance to do that.
Of course.
light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Fine scale armor. Hmm. Oh, yes. Heavy. Here's proof and second chance. Then hopefully you don't need to have second chance. Production pierce. Actually, hold on. Yeah, I think that's just fair.
Hey,
There's +2 in, everything. Instead of just pierce +3. Then it's still +2 in pierce. But also in slash and bludgeoning. Oh. This small Orland man appears to have pulled together some crates and scraps of cloth to make a rather sorry-looking little camp. The thick fur on his limbs are matted, and his clothing smeared with blackening grime. He looks startled as you enter, his eyes widening in alarm.
Good day, stranger.
Hello, Liam. After a moment, however, he smiles weakly. Hello there. Wasn't expecting any visitors down in these parts. Glances around the dim room. Have you seen a woman named Rowena? He said, sorry, but I don't know anyone by that name. And I'm not the only one down here, however. I hear voices now and then from across the canal. Looks like they're coming from the northwest. Anything I can do for you? What are you doing down here? I've been a little down on my luck lately. Didn't have anywhere to stay, so thought I'd come down here. Nobody pokes around in the catacombs much. Until you, anyway. Sad tale, but not also, I think. Whatever. There are less dangerous places to live as meager a life. You're hiding from something or someone. Looks around the dingy chamber and nods slowly, expression pained. Yeah, I guess that's plain enough to see. Very well, it's true. I've been hiding from the knights down here. But it isn't what you think. It was an accident. It's been hard for me here in Defiance Bay. I suppose I thought if I got involved in city business, if I made the right friends, it would be easier in time. And it did, really. I made a name for myself, a place. People actually listen to me when I talk. Well, they used to. People can get very passionate about these things. We were discussing, I think it was shipping agreements, of all the things to fight over. But this one night, this man, he got very angry. I think maybe he'd had a little too much at the inn. I guess he didn't like an Orlin talking back at him. I struck him, he came towards me, and I hit him. He went over like a tree. I guess he struck his head on the way down. Turns out he was a knight. Crucible Knights won't care how it happened. They just want me gone. They won't let me live long enough to see the rope. Oh, please. He looks at you with a pleading expression. I just want to get out of this city. The second I can get money for passage, I won't trouble anyone again, I swear. I'll live quietly, but you can't, please, you can't tell them I'm here. Yeah, I got plenty of cash. But this is, I can't possibly, this would see me out of the city and well away. Save me. Congratulations. Feeling generous. I'm not sure I can ever thank you enough, but here, take this. I hope it's some use of you on your journey. You have my lasting gratitude, friend. I should get ready. Rabbit fur gloves. Well, as long as I don't hear you causing shit, then, you know, I'll be glad. Queen that was and still is. Maximum amount of camping supplies. Well, I can fix that. I need to do this. What are these? A crit multiplier bonus of 10%. Well, so I have already +2 dexterity. Crit multiplier. Give that to you, sure. Let's camp. Damage reduction, damage reduction. Yep, everyone gets damage reduction, pretty much. Movement speed. Plus for 1 in damage reduction.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sneak up on you. I just... Well, you seemed preoccupied.
You've just begun to stretch and soothe the aches from your body when you feel Aloth over your shoulder. He looks away quickly when you notice him, kneading his hands into squirming fists. You seem preoccupied, Aloth.
Mad old watchers, a cult on our trail. What's not to worry about? I suppose I've just noticed you acting a little, unusual lately. Talking to people who aren't there, remembering flashbacks of your previous life. I just want to make sure you're doing all right.
I hate, right now, not having good perception. I constantly see these perception checks that I just can't fucking make. And I'm like, curse you! Her fucking poor perception. Yes, I am.
Ah, well, good.
Mm-hmm.
I should let you rest. It looks like we'll have another full day tomorrow.
Yes. Indeed. Ugh.
Hey.
Then, we just grab that. Boom, free rests. Okay, let's continue. Check the rest of this guy down here.
Yes?
Hey.
Can I
Yes?
speak with him about random shit? Right there, how long should do next? Oh, you can just
Hey.
try ask where you technically where am I supposed to go is basically a question. Dank spore, hold on. Was that a thing that I was supposed to get maybe? Or could get?
There's a lesson to be taught.
Leave it to me!
Get confused? Yes. Oh, this dank spore is about to die.
Keeping an eye out.
Vodka hood. Dark mask bearing the stylized countenance of Vodka is attached by thread to a black hood worn together. They obscure most of the defining features of the wearer's head. That must have been one of the people.
Will they dance? Sawu.
To keep out of range, please.
I have.
Oh, right.
Hey.
Yes, because it's just fine small shield. Going +4 to deflection. Man, it's a lot of much more damage.
Hey.
Will they dance? Sawu.
The fuck? Been confused.
Let's have it out! Bring them down! No prisoner!
Hey. Aye? Don't you have other matters to attend? All right, then. Hey.
Alright. Onwards to the other side then.
Yes?
Hey. Hey.
I'm on the trail.
Oh. Nice. Couple of water go. Well on.
Keeping an eye out.
Well,
Leave it to me for Anthony! That's it!
I'm here. Dead on!
Bam.
All right then.
A blade in the dark.
on some.
Yes.
Oosh. Are you dazed now? Hell yeah, you are. Oh, he died. Real quick.
All right then.
Slow and silent.
God fucking damn it.
Fair.
Damn it! We gotta take better care of Aloth.
Okay, this corridor.
I shall be
What's
quiet as
that?
a calm sea, which is not very quiet. And the fire shows me something new.
Great.
Hey.
Go on, how about you walk in a straight line?
Hey.
Now. You're here. Oh, another fucking... Wait, hold on. I remember you. Are you the one that kept the fucking breastplate? The lone figure in tattered robes shuffled across the chamber, muttering under his breath. As you approach, the figure halts and swivels his head towards you. His haggard visage is a labyrinth of wrinkles and sores overgrown by a moss-like beard. What's this? Who disturbs Hillig's work? Its voice rattles and gurgles like that of a drowning man. You're Hillig? Alden sent me to look for Rowena. He leans back and bursts into raucous laughter. His threadbare robes drift apart, revealing an amulet and a ragged wound running from chest to throat. It spatters a black, viscous liquid on the floor with every cackle. That old fool is still alive? I do hope he still doesn't bear a grudge for that. Oh yeah, he was the necromancer. that they fought. That incident. It was very long ago. What happened to you? What, this? Points a gnarled thumb at the wound. Heh, a long story. It was one of the first animancers. I was one of the first animancers in the Deerwood. Practiced necromancy too, which is what put Dalton and his Northwatch Rangers on my trail. Cackles, making a wet, burbling sound. Dalton believes the ruin is in the catacombs. Seems to restrain another bout of chuckling. Oh, you could say that. If you were to retrieve my grimoire from Modred, I'll let you in on the secret. I just beat the secret out of you. You could try, but then you'll just end up dead. Interesting. I'll take that bet. Okay. You do stand there. Okay, good. Let's start with the next thing. Ooh. Intense. Do that. I transform. Go for him.
What is it?
Oh, hell, he's dead.
Hey.
Fine Scepter, Helix Grimoire, Fine Robe. Soul Word Amulet. This brilliant bloodstone amulet has a strange aura about it. As you hold the gem, you think you hear a woman's voice. Aha, there we go. A soul prowls within the bloodstone like a caged stelgare? I don't know what that is. It's filled with a fierce, restless energy. Who are you? See an image in your mind of a woman in heavy leather armor, bearing twin daggers. Next to her is a man, young and handsome, who calls her Rowena. The vision shifts to a windswept plain next to a lake. 50 men and women in matching leathers lay dead, their bodies contorted and deformed by some sinister sorcery. Rowena falls among them, her body collapsing next to the young man you saw earlier. He's too weak to speak, but the name Dalton appears in your mind. A lone figure strides across the battlefield, barely bothering to step over the corpses. His eyes are filled with an unnatural light and fixed on Rowena. He reaches out to her, and what little life remained in her body departs. When he takes the amulet from her neck, Feel her anguished soul trapped within it. The final contemptuous glance at the fallen Dalton, the man departs. Dalton sent me to find you. Soul pulses with worms. It fills your mind with the memories of a young man who's both bold and generous. But fury and despair gnaw those images away until all you can feel are cold, crimson walls pressing against you, and something loathsome feeding off of you as the years fade into decades. What do you want? See an image of the amulet shattering, and the soul inside rising and dissipating among the stars. Right?
All right then.
Orange locket. Here we go. Conceal's draining touch. Here, learn that. Also, ray of fire. Look at that. Hey, you could have this armor. If he gets knocked unconscious, he gets a second chance. Tends to happen sometimes where he's pretty weak, so that should be good. Well, that means that he's gonna be wearing fucking this, which looks weird. Also, ability area effect increases. There's the question. Guess keeping it is fine.
Hey.
Have your eyes for that one.
Hate everything.
Laying low.
It makes sense because he was there, but ugh. Those are difficult because
Alright,
sometimes if you just click that I want to go here, it's difficult to like have them fucking stay still. Although I guess you could always just pause the game, but you know. In a game structure like this, it's not always easy to react the fastest with the correct choice.
Margarin's fire casts light in
It wasn't that it took so fucking long to just walk being sneaky. I would do that constantly. Go back to Dalton. I might as well. Yeah, I guess then we go to the Temple of Boudica there. What was the reasoning? Merwold has told me that I can find the linen key in the city of Defiance, never far from the Queen. Just there I must go and track down the man who triggered my awakening. I'm familiar that member of sent to worship Boudica. And the steward has mentioned that there is a temple dedicated to one again in Defiance Bay. Alright.
Hey.
Whee!
Dun, 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 dun. Also, the western. No, it's being constructed. 2 days. Okay. Alright, man.
Light,
Over.
flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Parathis! You're not getting through me.
Okay. What is that you wear? +2 constitution, +3 damage reduction to burn. Can I put something better on you? So I won't put this on you because +2 damage reduction. That would basically be there, but you don't have +2 constitution then. Alright. How about I
Following
do
your lead.
this?
Hey,
I'm here.
hey.
If I do this, you
Of course.
don't have him in the fucking even close to the front. That would be better.
Good day to you.
Did you find her? Damn it. Yes, but not as you expected. Gomez says, when I used to wear this, where did you get it? From Helig. Just kept her soul trapped inside it for decades. Time to set her free. Eyes wide in horror. No, please! After searching for her for so long. Just to have her close to me, to visit her in my dreams, that would be enough. Enough for you, but what about her? If you keep her trapped in this amulet for the sake of your own comfort, you are no better than the wizard who imprisoned her. You're right. Please, let me do it. Draws a club from a trembling hand and crushes the amulet. As the gem cracks, you feel essence rush from it. The old man looks at the shattered gemstone. Thank you for showing me reason. Perhaps she'll wait for me in the next life. By the flame, she won't have to wait long. Please take this. From my old adventuring days. I think it's time I finally let go. Club. Oh boy. +5 accuracy, +4 accuracy, +15 damage, +20 damage against prone, stunned, flanked enemies. Okay. Who wants that? My question. Does have a rod. could utilize. Do I not have special types of those? Fuck no, I don't. So make him ranged, but his staff is just better. Really? No, no one really necessarily uses that.
Hey,
Those things. Alright, back down to the catacombs we go. Although we probably don't need to go down here or through here to get to that temple, but we know that it's here. We'll go down through here. Oh, okay. Ah, yes, there's the dude. Older robed man. In front of you looms the ghostly, hollow image of the man who was present at your awakening. Casts a pale, sickly light at the giant corridor as he regards you.
You are from Kratom, my boy.
His words are an echo in your mind from a time long past. You know your response before you speak it as if it's always been there. Only recently.
A remarkable city. Truly one of the most impressive we have encountered outside of our own. Many exceptional people who have joined our cause come from Kratom. What made you decide to join our order?
World needs to know about the true God. He spoke to me. Went through dark times, nothing made sense. That was all shame with your homeland. Mostly not sure.
As long as you are assured in your faith, the rest is not so important. Are you ready to take the oath? To spread the word of the gods to the lost and heathen?
I am. So I know what it is, but sure. Mm-hmm. Half mag.
And what does the flame reveal?
Good question. Have they fucking trapped the entire walkway here? Also, this wall is clearly
And
fake.
the fire shows me something new.
Look at that.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
You guys get the fuck out of there. Jesus Christ. Okay, Durance only. Please unlock that.
That's settled.
Alright, thank you. The Ring of Deflection. Someone can probably have this. What does Deflection do? Used against resist direct melee and ranged attacks against characters, not area effects. Yeah. Take it. Need
Hey.
some kind of defense. Please. Take the ring. The mercenary eyes you warily as you approach, his weapon readied. What are you doing here? You don't look like one of that masked lots. Left my mask inside. Relax, how would I know to be here if I didn't belong? Thinks carefully, then nods. Alright then, go on in and report to the acolytes. I should give you your assignment. They should just be about finished with their meeting in the big chamber. Any idea what's going on around here? Word of advice, friend, don't ask questions. Go and do what you're told. Right of ancient legends. Hold on, what is this? Oh, +3 legend or +3 lore. Binding copper. Needed binding copper for something to do with crafting. Nope. That was the thing. Check that one.
Hey,
No, I do not have that, so that's not gonna happen.
Slow and silent.
Alof falters and brings a hand to his forehead. He takes a staggering step forward, coughing and sputtering.
Back, ye Claude! Those hooded fiends are nigh to be trusted!
Alof, hey. That's not the best time for that. He grimaces, catching his breath. It's nothing, I'm fine. Coughs again. This probably isn't the best place to linger anyhow.
hey.
Well, I agree.
I'll take a look.
Wouldn't trust them. Gonna assume that's the door to go to, if that happened. That point. Who is this? Initiate. Oh, right.
Gods keep you.
Long figure paces back and forth, tapping his fingers on his sides, muttering to himself. He jumps when he sees you, his hands on his chest. By the flame, you startled me. Where's your mask? You're itchy, I'll put it back on for the meeting. Well, don't let anyone see you without it. They're keen on anonymity. Hold on. Anonymity, there we go. Tell me about the meeting. This must be your first time. The Acolyte communicates with each of us individually to hear of our progress on old tasks and to assign us new ones. It's a unique process. She's a cipher. She can speak to you without words. Fascinating until you realize she can probably read your thoughts just as easily. What do you know about these tasks? Only what I absolutely need to. We protect the secrets of the gods, so discretion is essential. We receive our instructions from the Acolyte, just as she receives hers from someone else, and so on, right up to the Grandmaster. Our role is to obey, knowing as little about the overall plan and each other as possible. How can you be confident that you're doing the right thing when you know so little? That's easy. The Leaden Key has been around for ages by the blessing of the gods. You only have to look around to see the perils of trying to usurp divine power. Killing a god in the Saints' War has cursed us all. The heresy of animancy has only worsened matters. Try to replace a soul and you inevitably end up with a monster. It's all been a warning. There are some powers you shouldn't have. But you shouldn't be asking that. Whatever they are, they're secrets for a reason. Your job is to guard them, not know them. You've been entrusted with important work. It's an honor, but not without its challenges. What are you doing here? I've been practicing the passphrases. I know them backwards and forwards. I get so nervous every time I think about repeating them to the acolytes. Passphrase. Practice on me. Okay. He ushers in a deep breath with blurring hair. Here it goes. Okay, goddammit. I'm gonna have to remember this, maybe. First question. State your name and purpose. Answer. My name belongs to the gods and my hand to their service. Name belongs to the gods and my hand to their service. Second question. What company do you seek? I seek the company of shadows, that our labors may remain secret. Okay. Gods and service, shadow and secret. Third question. Tell me about your labors. Answer. To see that the craft of Kith and Wilder does not disturb what bones the gods have buried. Craft of things do not disturb the bones. Okay. Fourth question. How do we know your purpose? Answer. You shall know it by the confession of my tongue, the deeds of my hand, and the oath of my soul. Confession of tongue, deed of my hand, oath of my soul. Confession, tongue, deed, hand, oath, soul. Riddles upon riddles. What bones the gods have buried. It's very dramatic, isn't it? Oh, I'm sorry. Please continue. Fifth question. And how is your oath guarded? It is sealed by the leaden key. That wasn't so hard. Like you got it. I do, I think. I'm just going to practice a few more times by myself for the meeting. Actually, hold on. You could probably just have this like that. You probably just utilize it like this. Maybe, because it obviously... I mean, I could make... I don't know if this... No, I think they take away that UI, or this UI, when you talk to someone, so... Now we can go over here. Belongs to the gods. Name belongs to the gods, and my hand to their service. I seek the company of shadows, that our labors may remain secret. To see that craft of Kith and Wilder does not disturb what bones the gods have buried. You shall know it by the confession of my tongue, the deeds of my hand, and the oath of my soul. How your oath guarded, it is sealed by the leaden key. Yeah, come on. Let's also save. There we go. You hear murmurs and chants on the other side of the door. A ritual of some sort is already underway. Don the hood and mask. Beckon your party to follow you into the chamber. Continue into the chamber alone. Mask. Pull the hood and mask over your head. They're uncomfortable, but they seem to hide your face. Guess continue into the chamber alone? Because I don't think I have enough things. I don't think they have any. Could be bad otherwise, but I did save, so. Several shrouded figures are lined up across from a hooded woman. The figure at the head of the line approaches her. The woman places her outstretched hand on the stranger's forehead. They stand in silent communication as you look on. A few moments later, the stranger steps aside and resumes his place in the circle around the statue. The woman turns towards you. You are late, attendant. Even though her face is concealed, you sense her rage in her dangerously low tone, the voice, and in the sudden silence of the others in the chamber.
I've been waiting on your reports. Quickly now, state your name and purpose.
The woman beckons you closer with curling fingers. She rests her open hand on your forehead, and you feel the heat from her palm through the thick material of your hood. Her voice so low and soft that you're not certain whether she speaks aloud or in your head. My name... Okay, maybe I don't even need to remember it, probably. My name belongs to the gods and my hand to the service. No. Hold on. State your name and purpose.
What company do you seek?
Seek the company... I said enough. I seek the company of shadows that our labels may remain
Tell me
secrets.
of your labors.
Yeah, the game isn't asshole. I thought I was like, you need to remember this shit. But no, I don't. See that the craft of Kith and Wilder does not disturb what bones the gods have buried.
How do we know your purpose?
I know it by the confession of my tongue, the deeds of my hand, and the oath of my soul.
And how is your oath guarded?
Sealed by the leaden key.
Welcome, attendant. Tell me of your exploits.
In your mind, you see a building, magnificent with trellises and tiles, and located on a pristine boulevard. The wealthy and learned stroll in and out, trading knowledge and coin.
Does he wait still?
It also houses misery and madness. Somewhere within its rotten core sits a man, his hair matted but his eyes alert. He watches and waits, a prisoner by choice. Wait still. Yes.
Did they arrive?
Acolyte vision takes you out of Defiance Bay to a town in the wilderness with a watermill. A signpost on one of the paths reads Deerford. Several figures handled together, shrouded in cloaks and hoods. An image of ruins suddenly looms in your mind. Two skeletal effigies flank a cleft on the mouth. Did they arrive? I don't know.
Your information shall be relayed. Now, for your next task.
The ruins fade from your mind. In their place is a... What the fuck? A palimpsest? Palimpsest? The fuck is that? Of a neighborhood. Never heard the word ever. Run-down estates are cobbled around a cemetery and an ancient tower. Savage shapes prowl the streets. And in the tower, a man hunches over a strange mechanism. You can't see him clearly, but there's something unnatural about him.
Stop him. And above all, don't let him meet her.
See a woman, deathly pale with a scar over her heart. The acolyte shows you a door in the base of the tower, a seemingly impenetrable slab of stone and copper. Then she shows you the invisible split between the perfectly matched halves, and you understand how the copper veins convert a command into action. The command comes into your mind, a surprisingly familiarity about him. You know how to open the door. So, have you any questions, tenant? The prisoner? Alright. Palimpsest, a manuscript or piece of writing material on which later writing has been superimposed on it. If there's early writing, no, either. Oh, alright. Where are you? What is this place? Reminds me. Oh well. Well.
Hey.
That sure worked out. Merrill has told me that while I was unable to learn the true purpose of the Leaden Key's activities or the identity of the member I pursue, I did uncover several leads about their activities in the region. Through Death's Gate, Travel to Deerford village. I don't know exactly where these ruins are, but perhaps someone in Deerford village knows. Find the tower. Then find the place of misery and madness. Got the heirloom. Oh, we still got stuff to do in the city, so that we'll do first. Also, what happened here? A forgotten hollow added. Forgotten hollow. Rewards 15% experience. Weirwood ring. Price in 1 day. Duration 1 turn. 20 years ago, a woodsman in Logholm had a gift bearer of Ondra buried the painful memories of his dead wife somewhere in the dense forest known as Blackweir. Since his recent death, his daughter has been searching for information about her mother. Her father left no clues, and the gift bearer has only been seen twice by the locals in this. Oh, okay. Sure. 1 day, 24 hours. Gotcha. I can probably deal with that. Going. Speed through. The steward of Cadnua has received a letter for you. Speak to the steward.
A moment, please. I feel I should explain myself.
Yeah? You want to do that now? With your random...
About my episode in the catacombs. There's something I should have told you earlier.
Now that's an understatement. Claps his hand together, slowly massaging a knuckle with his thumb. I meant no harm. I thought I could keep it to myself. Then when we resolve the matter of your soul, we would also address my problem.
I also have an awakened soul. But unlike yours, mine is a presence that shares my senses and my skin, making herself manifest at the most unwelcome times.
He closes his eyes and grits his teeth. His lips quiver and twitch with the vestiges of some internal debate. Several seconds later, he opens his eyes again. They're watery and bloodshot.
I'm sorry. I've tried to learn to control Isilmir. I've gotten stronger, but so has she.
Why didn't you say something sooner?
I learned to keep her a secret a very long time ago. Those with awakened souls are shunned, mistrusted. And after your experience with Meowald, I'm certain you can see why. You need to be careful.
Tell me about Isilmir.
Artless, uncouth, a creature of rash impulses and feeble faculties. She wags her impertinent tongue when she should listen.
Aye, this one's fit to boil. Hard to get his gaff over anything tisn't to do with books and spell speak.
Fucking... Good. He grimaces, running his hands through his hair. I have none of her memories. Bareth spared me that much. But her coarse manners and intolerable hill speak suggest a provincial from a very, very long time ago. Tends to surface a hair's breadth from conflict, and the fuse has burned down in the teeth are on edge. And when she shows up, she doesn't stop to gauge the situation, she just acts. Seems reckless. That's it exactly. You recall the way she go to those villages in Gilded Vale. She doesn't think, and she doesn't back down. Trying to suppress that has been my problem for years. this going to be a problem?
Merely an annoyance. Although,
Lowers his voice and claps his hands behind his back. Mid twitches and spasms along his arms betray his fidgeting.
Defiance Bay is said to have an entire institution dedicated to the study and cure of soul-related ailments. Since our journeys have already brought us to the city, perhaps we could speak with someone there.
It's helpful to you, we'll go.
Thank you. This has been a great burden.
Right?
Hey.
Oh, then we just have to. The long trek to walk out here. I was thinking because potentially we can hire a random adventurer from the inn and maybe send them over to our stronghold. So that we can assign them to that. If the game allows it, that is. Don't actually know if that is a thing I can do, but we've pretty much explored Copper Lane now. Don't believe that was no. Nothing else there. Then we'll be heading to Brackenbury after we're hired an adventurer. Since we don't have barracks, we can put dudes to protect the stronghold or not. We'll see if we can maybe hire an
Hail and
adventurer.
well met.
And just okay, level 2. Sure. We end up in a creative character. Yeah. See, let's take a godlike nature. Sure. It shall be an elf. You'll be what will you be? Cipher? Dancer. A monk. Oh yeah. I don't know. Fucking Swift Strikes. Good lord. This literally you get to create your own characters. So you can have just a party full of your own created characters, I guess. Da-da-da. Yes, sure. I don't know how matter, but that like not that portrait. We'll do that. That's good. Fuck do I know? Let's just go with that and we'll fucking done with it. That's correct, but dismissed from the party, they will return to either the Black Hound Inn in Gilded Vale or your stronghold if you acquired it. Yep. There's person out here. Stronghold. Sign. Sign our fucking our newly created monk. Amazing. Very good. Didn't really want to put too much time into that. Okay, we done that. That was good. can see what comes of that later. Now let's head to Brackenbury. Believe we have anything else to do. Brackenbury. 12 minutes. Yeah, sure. Oh, this is very small map. It was an interesting show, that's all I can say, really. Come on, you can tell me more. Just one more. Just one thing, please. Sorry, I promised Getterman. Don't talk about this here, alright? We got Raymond Manor. Hey, Raymond. Helm, right. I do recognize Raymond. Ah. To rob the Lord Raymond. Hey, okay, right. The Charred Barrel, I'm gonna guess that's an inn. Domino. Sanitarium. That's an inn, alright.
Now I am the leader of the group.
Alright. See if we can't go in and speak with them. Raymond's servants. Speak to you? Nope. Can I, like, find Raymond and speak to them? Guard. Hey, Lord Raymond. What's up, buddy?
Well met, friend.
What's up, Sam? Lord Raymond holds his shipping manifest in his well-manicured hands. Despite his expensive clothes, he has the sallow complexion and restless air of a man who devotes all of his day and most of his nights to work. If you have business to discuss, make an appointment with my attendant. Not time for unexpected visitors. Give a letter. I've uncovered a plot to rob you. He lowers his papers and looks at you for the first time. That's so. Let me see that. Against department with the speed of an expert clerk. House Domino. Most moderate negative. Oh, I wonder who decided that. When he returns his attention to you, his tone is brisk and businesslike. You've done this house and the city a great service. I'm certain you will consider this an adequate reward for your labors. Much of experience. Yeah, sure. Level assigned to AD. What does that mean? Oh, that jewel is worth a lot more than 2,000 pounds. Indeed, but notice of a plot does not carry quite the same value. Ring of unshackling. Ring of unshackling, okay. Still, far be it from me to sour a fruitful relationship. Now, I trust that that will be all. That was signed AD. What does that mean anything to you? Effectively means Abracan Dominel. The scion of House Domino. Look of disgust crosses his face. Pampered, pandered lad, if ever there was one. He's ruthless. I'll give him that much. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the wits to match his appetites. What's so important about this gem? Heart of White March is a nearly flawless diamond. It's also patrimony of the dwarves of White March. It was seized by the Aediran lord in the early days of colonization, and the dwarves haven't forgotten about it. Now the knights and the dozens are both bidding for it to make a peace offering to the dwarves. He shrugs. Whichever party buys it, the dwarves will make useful allies for Defiance Bay, especially these days. What will you do now? Little Raymond pinches crisp, sharp creases into the notes. eliminate the competition. Now about House Domino. They were once an eminent and admired house. Now they're just a den of thieves. Back in Deerwood's colonial days, the Dominels were respected members of the ducal court. Which is why it was so surprising when they remained loyal to Adir during Hadri's rebellion. When Hadrit and the Deerwood won independence, Dominels lost their favor, but not their wealth. Rather than return to Adir, like other loyalist houses, they dug their heels in here and turned from politics to commerce. Drugs. In one way to look at it, they simply partnered with the wrong side. Not that they haven't prospered since in their own way. Rubs his jaw. Lately they've been seeking to carve out a new niche for themselves. One right between the Crucible Knights and the Dozens, it seems. Well, alright. Bye-bye. That was all I needed to do. Okay, so we need to... That's probably in the first fires. That's will just happen. Find a these are the same in Canoa. There are the cliffs somewhere. Dinrid Row. Where is this? Might have forged stuff from first fires, right? So 2 things in first fires probably. 2-sided. Entire institution devoted to the study of illnesses of the soul. Must be the same place that I saw in the Acolyte's vision. This place, you mean? Unsure where they want me, but Jurgen's battery. Oh, the White March. Yeah, right. A letter has arrived at Canoa, addressed to its new ruler. The steward believes it may present an interesting opportunity. Well, I want to start that right now. And then they retrieve the stolen scroll. And that's gonna be, that's over in Hereford, yeah. Well, for now then. We're going Hollow completed. Luna returns to the stronghold with 522 experience and fuck no. 20 years ago, I tracking down the gift bearer. Luna was able to deduce the resting place of the girl's mother's belongings, an ancient dead oak. Unfortunately, the great tree has become the host of a large colony of wood beetles. With some careful scouting and more than a little fighting, Luna retrieved the belongings and returned them to the girl, where the girl realized that a curious wooden ring among the items had not belonged to her mother. She gave it to Luna in thanks. Weirwood ring, corrode, demonstration bonus, freeze, demonstration bonus. Immunity is stuck. Alright, I mean... Bullets awaited in the Great Hall treasure chest. Gotcha. I mean, I guess she can keep... She'll be number 1 guard in the stronghold then, I guess. Having a monk there is not bad. To punch everyone that's making problems. I'll just have to not completely forget about that person. Not that it's not go to without seeing as whenever a thing happens, she will be the first one to be able to take the job. Yeah, we did that and basically unlocked the The White March. Shit. Alright. Gonna head
I've
off to
never
bed.
been to Nasitok. Is it very
Alrighty then.
cold? What
Have a
creatures
good
wander the
sleep.
tundra? How are your leaders chosen?
Do you always ask this many questions?
Well, that's just to get us started. Let me get out some parchment for notes.
Ask whatever you want. If I don't know, I'll make something up.
Mm-hmm. No, there's more than an inn. Also, okay. Heartless bitch, What's up, buddy? Gristwin. The young elf is dressed in gaudy robes that he seems ready to cast off. He picks at a heavily broadened sleeve and continually adjusts a gold chain around his neck. He looks up at you. Did she send you to run me out of town? You tell her I'm not going anywhere without the medallion. I told Sorrel I wouldn't let her sell it. If that's what you're here about, then save yourself the trouble. What are you talking about? You have to ask, then you're obviously not here to shake me down. Sorrel's a courtesan. We're at the Salty Mast in Ondra's gift. We've been working together for over a year now. I find the noble with more money than sense, fill him up with liquor and send him her way. We have a good time and Sorrel takes her fee and a little extra. Rubs his fingers together. Undercup is here, a trinket there. It's a bounty for us, and these lords and ladies never notice anything missing. Go on. Anyway, we'll always split the bounty until a week ago. Takes the necklace off some noble. It's an Engwithan medallion. Damn near priceless. That relic is sacred to my clan. She won't part with it for any sum I could afford. Even if I wanted to, I can't go home without it. That's a hard thing. Tell me more about your situation. What do you want to know? What makes the medallion so important to you? I grew up in Air Glanfath with the Shattering Spear clan. The Glanfathans have protected Engwithan ruins for thousands of years. The one duty the gods asked us in exchange for the freedom to live as we please. But treasure hunters looted the ruins in our territory, and we left the wilds we dwelled in for generations. Most of my clanmates scattered to towns around the Deerwood and probably live on crusts of bread. Restoring this medallion to the ruins would earn us the gods' forgiveness. The Shattered Spear could go home. This is all rather fascinating. Seeing a medallion to earn the gods' favor and so return home. It reminds me of a story I heard somewhere. Tell me about Sorrel. Courtesan salt masts. She wasn't born too much. She's done what she has to in order to escape them. She's a good friend. Without her, I'd probably be living hand to mouth like the rest of the Shattering Spear. This isn't about her or me, but 40 people in my clan, the way of life we've held for generations. You seem like you've done well for yourself. Was this to scrape by in the gutters for the rest of my clan? Like the rest of my clan. But I'd give it all for that medallion. I offered to, but it's worth more than anything I've got. Sorrel knows it. I don't understand why you can't take your money and return to our Glanfath. Of course I could, but that's not the point. A community isn't a place. Connection to history and meaning. Like an anchor. Defending the ruins for the gods gave us purpose. Without that, we're adrift. Does that make any sense to you? Yes. Then you know what it's like. I'd care for something you can't explain. So, will you help me get the medallion? Both of sheets, but you're You're finally getting what you deserve. Good riddance. I'll see. We'll see what happens. Find out salty masts. The only way anyone see her these days is by paying. You'll have to go through Maya. But whatever you do, please don't hurt her. There. I won't.
What is it?
For some reason I remember this name, Nonsen. Begging your pardon. Oh, it's you. Oh, wait a minute. Right. Nonsen, because you were the ones I sent off. You had killed your buddy. That wasn't necessarily your buddy. Good to see you well. We had a few rough days here, but then we found this place, and we were kind enough to hire us both. Things have been wonderful. I can't tell you how much we appreciate what you've done. Yeah. Didn't do it. Or because I like you. How does this lead? Bandits, huh? Hello, people. Having a little chat with my associates. Yeah. You sure are.
Let's see what lies this way.
Look at that. I can get hidden because cheating the system, I guess. Don't know what else to do with this, but okay. Pirate. Merwith. Merwith watches you through cold-rimmed eyes. She puts her hand on the hilt of her blade, jangling the jewels that hang from her wrists. We don't know each other, stranger. Best we keep it that way. You don't seem like a Brackenbury local. I'm a sailor, and a liberator of certain goods. The nice thing about the snobs here is that they're usually too polite to ask more. Brings you to the charred barrel. What's it looked like? Good wine and a little piece of quiet. And Scary doesn't ask too many questions. Take the money. Alright, leave. Be all then. House Domino doesn't quite like me a lot. That's fine by me. Hadred House, wasn't that? Oh, wait a minute. That was the person that led the rebellion. Here, let's walk in here and see.
Hail and well met.
Oh, there's everything for ciphers. The Orlan man is surrounded by books and scrolls. His wiry hair that's nearly on end, and his ears picks up as you approach. Carrie whispers, Cat Noir, Gilded Veil, old voices indeed. How did you know? Orlan grins, revealing a row of dagger-pointed teeth. Cipher, it's my job to know these things. You carry the whiff of ancients. What else can you tell me? Not as much as I would like, unfortunately. My duties for Lady Webb require me to focus my talents elsewhere. What brings you to Dunrid Row? Dunrid Row. What are you so busy with? Hollowborn, growing unrest, and the ever-present political intrigues. With so many missing skulls, missing persons are the least of our concerns these days. So you could use some help. Not at liberty to discuss my work, unfortunately. Dunrid Row, ears only. A civilian would need their confidence of Lady Webb before I could share. Tell me about your skills. I check for soul connections. Look for lost things, missing things, or trouble in some things, particularly where people of power and influence are concerned. I'm a cipher in Aaron Glanfath. We were once known as Brishalgwyn, Mind Hunters. Nice title, yes, but it wasn't until the animators began working with my kind 40 years ago that we truly understood our power. Now we make some of the best detectives in the world, tracing souls, and we can look at a person to see where they have been, or look at a weapon and see who has touched it. Ciphers are just God, words for it. Come on, hold on. Word escapes me. High tech detective shit. Anyways, used for solving crimes, as you can imagine. Right. Forensics. There we go. That's the word I was searching for. Ciphers are basically that. Oh, they're not here. Okay. Guessing they're upstairs then. A lot of agents standing about. No, alright. Okay, so we got sanitarium. Could maybe look into Domino, but I think they're a little pissed at us, or yeah, we have some negative reputation with them. I don't know if they're pissed necessarily. Anyway, I think we're gonna stop there. I'm sensing my brain shutting down very slowly. I think it's good if we stop here. Did cover some a decent amount of stuff. Went through the whole the catacombs, dealing with things, so, and some other stuff. So next time we shall continue with our adventure in Defiance Bay. See what things we can accomplish then.